Okay. So we have a bunch of these triangle congruents, like theorems, or sometimes I'll call them criteria or whatever. The information we need to know about two triangles to know that they are congruent. Right? So when two triangles are congruent, it means that every side from one triangle matches every side from another triangle perfectly, all the same length, and all the angles from one triangle are the same as all the angles from the other triangle. They can all be paired up. Or it means I could, in other words, I could take one triangle, I could somehow lift it up, maybe turn it around or something, and set it down on top of the other one, and everything would match up perfectly. So, but you don't have to know all that information to know that the two triangles are congruent. You just have to know certain parts. So, for example, it's enough to know that one triangle shares a congruent side and then another congruent side. Right? I've kind of marked these as being there. So that two congruent sides, so two sides from this triangle would match another triangle, same length, and the angle in between them would be the same. That's called side angle side. We've got angle side angle, which means that I've got these two angles from this triangle would match two angles from another triangle, and the side in between them would match, and that's called angle side angle. Knowing that's enough to know that the two triangles are congruent. We have angle angle side, which means that this angle and this angle from this triangle would match the two angles from another triangle, and then some side that's not in between. It could be this one or it could be this one. Doesn't really matter. Just it's some side that's not in between the two angles matches some side that's not in between the two angles from the other triangle. That's called angle angle side. And then we have side side side. So if the three sides from this triangle match perfectly with the three sides from another, then they're the same triangle. And what's like kind of behind all these is that if I know this much information about a triangle, I know everything else about the triangle, or I could find out everything else about the triangle. This is enough information to describe the triangle completely. Right? There is only, if I know this side length, and I know this side length, and I know this angle, there's only one remaining side length and two angles that'll fit. Nothing else will fit. There's only one triangle that has that information. So if I know that information about this triangle, and I know that information about another triangle, I know that they're the same triangle, right? Because there's only one triangle that fits that information. Now, that brings us down to angle side side, or which some books will call side side angle for some unknown reason. So here I would have an angle, right? And then I know this side and I know this side. And this is not enough information to describe the triangle completely. There is in fact more than one triangle that will have this angle and this side, right? So knowing that much about a triangle does not tell me, it's not enough information for me to figure everything else out. Or if I know that two triangles have these two side lengths and that angle, it doesn't mean that they're the same. Here's why. I can come in and see how this side length goes down 3 over 1, down 3 over 1. Well, I'm just going to go down 3 over 1, down 3 over 1 in the opposite direction. End up over here. And I have this other triangle. So it's this triangle right here. I'll sketch it down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's bring it over just a little bit. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll sketch that second triangle down below here. There we go. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll draw this over here. So here's that second triangle. And this triangle, right, it has the same side length as this purple one here. Right? It has this same side length as the purple one. It has the same angle down here, but it's not the same triangle. Okay? So knowing two side lengths and an angle that's not in between them, that's outside somewhere, is not enough information to determine everything else about the triangle. So there's not just one triangle that has this side length, and this angle, there's actually two. There's this one here. Right? Now there's one exception to that rule if it happens to be that the triangle you're dealing with is a right triangle. But then it's a little bit off because really you know a second angle because you know it has a right angle in it. So, all right. So angle, side, or side angle is, so if it does not, it's a trick they'll try and pull on you sometimes. Right? It's not enough information to determine the triangle completely, and it's not enough information to say that two triangles are the same.